We're talking to Reverend KWalker, and the topic is the Hands of God Recovery Ministry, an organization that Pastor Walker established and which is making tremendous strides dealing with those individuals who are in need of recovery. Let's talk about some of those individuals, Reverend.
Okay.
And some of the problems that many of them face before and after this.
Right. Well, I mean, of course, you know, Dr. Henry, there's a lot of issues that people face out here in our world, in our society. You know, the drug addiction, sexual abuse, all types of issues, homelessness. I mean, people are losing their jobs and stuff like that, and they're not having anywhere to turn to for help. And, you know, I think it's very important that people realize and understand that not only did I found the Hands of God Recovery Ministries, but I'm also the pastor of the Hands of God Christian Church, and we're located 1701 11th Avenue North, right off of Buchanan Street. And I think it's the role of the church to become actively involved in helping people to overcome or to deal with and overcome the issues that they're facing in life on a daily basis. Because if somebody shows up on your doorstep and all you have for them, Dr. Haney, is a sermon, then you don't have anything for them. You know, you have to have something else in place that's going to really meet that need that a person has. Because one of our motto is find the hurt and heal it, and find the need and fill it. And the key in that is find.
Okay.
You know, to find it. You know, go out and seek out those things where people are in need and where people are hurting, and see if you can fill that need. See if you can heal that hurt. You know, not just allow people, not just pass by people and allow them.
Or expect them to come to you.
Or expect them to come into you, you know, and that's what happens a lot of time. And then oftentimes when they do show up, then we don't have anything in place to help them, and then they go out and they leave out of the church. Now, you might come in church and have a good time, but you'll leave out with a bad taste in your mouth because your spiritual need may have been met to some extent, but then that physical or material need has not been met, and then it says something. So you're like, where's God's people? What are they doing? You know, where is the real help? Where's the practical expression of the relationship that the church says that they have with God? I believe that we ought to reach out to people in society and help them to overcome these problems that they're having. You know, if somebody's homeless, you know, why not have a house somewhere to, you know, to put them in? You know, we had a situation recently, a young lady and her children, you know, didn't have anywhere to go. And somehow somebody called me on her behalf. I don't even know the person who called me. And the lady came out and, you know, she sat down in my office and we began to talk. But I mean, I got a key to the house that's empty over here. So, you know, you just automatically, you just do that, you know. I don't have any money. We're not going to worry about the money part. You know, you're on the track to do the right thing. So eventually you're going to have some money. Then once you get some money, you can start paying your way. But right now, we're going to help you to get where you're going in life. And then, you know, you find out that here's a person that had a relationship with the ministry or the church, but was not able to get any help from that church. And I'm not bashing a particular church or anything like that, but it's a lot of places that exist like that are not reaching out and helping people in our society. And then you got the people, Dr. Henry, there's the other side to that. People look at the preachers and say, well, all the preachers want is your money. Okay. Well, folks, you can't put somebody in a house. You can't put a family in a house without having some money. You know,
and
do all that.
Keep them warm or cool or whatever, and all things that are necessary in order to make them,
you got to have money, you know. And a lot of times people look at the minister riding around in their Mercedes, Cadillacs, or what have you, and then the first thing they want to think is where they get money. They take money from the church. Well, that's not necessarily always the truth, Dr. Henry, because most of your ministers out here that are doing something that's really doing something in ministry, they are also business owners.
They have jobs. Many of them have other jobs as well.
Absolutely, you know, and that's a misconception that people have, and when they come into the church, a lot of times they won't put into the church so that the church will have the resources necessary to meet the needs of the people. And that's a sad situation. It's a sad thing because this is not happening with the people outside the church. This mindset exists within the people inside the church, you know, that sit there and feast on the word of God, but won't give into ministry to help other people, help meet those other people's needs. And I I mean, unless I'm crazy or something, Dr. Haney, I think that's what God called me to do, to meet people need, because I was a drug addict for 17 years. I'd been shooting dope all day when God called me. When he put this ministry in my heart, I knew immediately when God called me. First of all, I was a junkie, and I knew God didn't call me for me. He called me so that my life experiences could help other people's life experiences. And we've gone into the gutter, and we pull people up out of the gutter. I mean, pull people up out of active drug addiction, homelessness. I mean, we've watched families become mended back together. We've watched people come up, get jobs, and progress on in life, and just go from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 in their levels of life and stuff like that. And it's a wonderful feeling, Dr. Haney, to know that you're reaching out and helping people, and to realize, you know, that type of life that Jesus said that he came to give us. And he said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. So, you know, and I think that includes everything, you know, spiritually, financially, I mean, materially, everything. And I think that we're supposed to be in a position to do that. And that's why we put the Hands of God Recovery Ministry together in order to go out there and meet those needs, you know.
And you know, when you look at your organization now, you've got, I've heard that you've got several houses that you use. Explain the organization and what you try to do and how you bring them into the...
Well, what we do, Dr. Haney, we offer a structured living environment. We offer alcohol and drug-free, safe, clean, healthy living environment. We go out in the streets. We actually will go in the streets. We'll find people. People will find us. More often than not, they're finding us. We're listed with this 211 service. They'll call the number. By the way, our number at the office is 752-8760. So that's 752-8760. And we bring them in, you know, and oftentimes 99.9% of the time, people don't have anything. They don't have any money. A lot of times they don't have any clothes, any food. We help them get signed up on food stamps. We help them get clothes, clothes and stuff. We can help them do that. And we try to help them find, you know, employment as well, you know. One of the places, you know, a lot of people say, well, I'm looking for a job. Have you ever been to the Career Center? Well, no, I haven't been down there. Well, why not?
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, so.
It's a lot of good, very good.
And of course, Goodwill, they offer a training program and help people get employed and stuff like that. So we try to give them a structured living environment, but, you know, at the same time, Dr. Haney, there's another side to that as well. Everybody don't want help. Everybody shows up on your doorstep is not really wanting help. A lot of people want a handout.
Okay.
And that's one thing that I won't do. I will not give you a handout. I just can't do it. You know, why give you $1 when I can put you in a situation so that you can win? You know,
make your own dollar.
Absolutely. You know, we're trying to create a winning environment for a person. Put you in a structured living environment, because most people that are out in the streets running around, they don't have that structure. So we put them in a structured environment, help them and show them how to live. And the number one thing we do, we teach them the word.
Good. And of course, we're getting ready for our second commercial break, after which we'll give you an opportunity to expand upon that.
All right.
But essentially, that's what we want. And we'll be back with our audience following this very short commercial break. The guest is